Do you need me to formulate the next plan? I understand.
I have delivered the missive about the meeting. Do you have any questions, Master Dan Heng?
I know all that I wish to know. Thank you, Miss Huanxi.
You need not address me as Miss. I am but one of Miss Bailu's maids. Then again, if I may be so bold as to make a humble request.
Go ahead.
Before this goes ahead... Oh, who might this be? I'm speaking with Master Dan Heng. I'm afraid this doesn't involve you. Please take your leave.
She is a close friend. I've invited her along to bear witness. Please, treat her as you would me. Now, what was your request?
Then I hope you don't plan on meeting with Miss Bailu. Please, hear what I have to say. I have good reason to be concerned. Perhaps you should know that Miss Bailu's path to becoming a High Elder was neither in compliance with proper protocol, nor of her own volition. Everything was a result of the stubbornness of her predecessor, Dan Feng. His hubris and tyranny brought about the end of the Luofu's High Elder succession. The preceptors heard of Master Dan Heng's return, and were uncertain whether it constituted good or ill fortune. However, many have surmised that the Luofu's High Elder succession tradition will soon be back in force. If true, that is indeed something worth celebrating. Whether we find another suitable candidate in accordance with the laws of our people, or have you take up the position anew, everything can still be mended. But if Master Dan Heng were to hand everything over to Miss Bailu, it could lead to great upheavals on the horizon. No good would come of it for her. Such a major matter as this is naturally up to the Preceptor Elders. I couldn't possibly say. I've been a maid here for 12 years now, and was with my mistress every day as she studied medicine and received tutelage. I've witnessed her countless escapes, and the inevitable, unwilling returns. As far as a Xianzhou is concerned, children like her enjoy a charmed and happy childhood. But as a High Elder in nothing but name alone, Miss Bailu is highly restricted in her actions, and has no freedom or say about her own life. I can't bear it. Your Highness, please think about this poor child. Miss Bailu is young, naive, and easily manipulated by others. I worry that under the pressure of others, she would be convinced into taking up too great a burden.
I understand your concern, but I have nothing more to say on the matter at present.
Then I will bid my farewell. Master Dan Heng, whether you choose to meet Miss Bailu or go with me to see the Preceptor Elders, I will be waiting for you by the ferry leading to Scale Gorge Waterscape.
I haven't even set eyes on Bailu, and people are already urging me not to meet her. No need. March will find out sooner or later. You know that I'm a descendant of the Luofu Vidyadhara. In Scale Gorge Waterscape, you witnessed my secret strength, as March would call it. Yet that power stems from Dan Feng, my previous incarnation. He altered the process of High Elder succession, plunging everything into catastrophe. Ultimately, he suffered the punishment of molting rebirth. Based on the physiological principles of Vidyadhara reincarnation, I ought to have been an entirely new entity. And, in view of the law, all crimes from my previous incarnation should have been wiped clean. But in reality, I was locked up in the shackling prison at birth. Even after I was released and left the Xianzhou, my High Elder past and Dan Feng's enemies pursued me like a haunting shadow. Now, I plan to face that shadow. In order to make amends, I want to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal and visit the High Elder to see what more I can do. The star skiff is ready. Let's go.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
I don't believe it.
Need your extractor clean?
The rumors are true. You really are back. I'm Hila Lu Ying of the Alchemy Commission. I'm a Vidyadhara too, as you can see. I'd heard the reincarnation of the great sinner has returned to the Luofu and wanted to offer some advice.
Oh?
Leave this troubled place immediately. Certainly. Miss Bailu has weathered nothing but criticism since she was granted the title. But the Alchemy Commission firmly believes that girl to be a precious diamond in the rough. She is compassionate, kind, and 100 times better than Dan Feng. Moreover, Dan Feng selected her as High Elder, making her the leader of the Luofu Vidyadhara. Fate chose her as our sovereign, and we bowed down before that destiny. Now that you're back, everything has changed. The preceptors are starting to think of finding other candidates, which means nothing but trouble for Miss Bailu.
I have no intention of threatening Bailu's position.
You may have a clear conscience, but even so, as long as you remain on the Luofu, invisible forces will try to coerce you. Leave now. It is the best outcome for everyone involved. Do not repeat the mistakes of a past life in this one. Farewell.
Need your extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look no further.
Excuse me. Are you two on your way to the Alchemy Commission, Delph?
Hello. What brings you two here? The wind and waves are restless around lunar-rescent depths today.
Even you came to dissuade me from visiting the High Elder, General?
This encounter was not of my making. I've been recuperating in the Alchemy Commission under the Dragon Lady's care. Our paths have merely crossed. But your question would suggest that there are others interested in dissuading you from such a venture. Matters that concern the rise and fall of the Vidyadhara will inevitably attract certain parties, those that would work circumstances to their advantage, be it Don Feng, the Preceptors, or the Alchemy Commission that trained the Dragon Lady.
Your injury hasn't dulled your instincts, General. The Preceptors and the Commission seem deeply concerned.
A chance meeting is a gift from fate. Why don't I help you to fathom their intent then? The power struggle between the Preceptors and their High Elder is a tale as old as time. And someone as powerful as Don Feng, who was completely beyond their control, was enough for them to harbor a hidden rage. The Elders used to have a small say in appointing the new High Elder. Who could have imagined that Don Feng would pick his own successor? And yet, that is precisely what happened, and all they could do was accept the result. Now that Don Hong has arrived, the Elders see yet another chance. How could they let it go? Us outsiders should not judge the laws of the Vidyadhara. The Preceptors have been suppressed for some time now. They will inevitably try to overturn the situation. These people speak of legitimacy. They believe that Bai Lu was chosen as heir apparent by the previous High Elder, and that unless she were to commit a terrible sin, the Preceptors should have no right whatsoever to choose again. The Healer Lady has draconic features and scarcely believable therapeutic abilities. Some regard this as evidence that she is the High Elder, but the Preceptors are fixated on strength and are unwilling to accept her. Now that Don Feng's reincarnation has shown a command over the vast marine expanse of lunar-rescent depths, those longing to keep the traditional bequeathal of the High Elder feel increasingly uneasy. After Don Feng's abdication, they fought against the Preceptors and saved Bai Lu's dignity. They demonstrated a true devotion. These folks aren't the type to just let it go. It is an internal affair of the Vidyadharas. As long as it does not disturb the peace aboard the Luofu, it does not involve the General of the Cloud Knights. Nevertheless, as a friend, let me remind you of one thing. So long as Don Hong and Bai Lu, with their respective High Elder powers and titles, both remain on the Luofu, the Vidyadhara will never cease their internal strife. This is not to say that either of you are to blame. It's getting late. You are headed to repair the Arbor's seal at Scale Gorge Waterscape and visit the High Elder, no? Farewell for now. I should start taking this business of rest and recuperation a little more seriously.
forth the gleam of old fields.
Master Dan Heng, you're back. Have you made your decision? Will you come with me to meet with the elders first? Or are you set on seeing Miss Bailu?
Miss Bailu is already waiting at Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Your stubbornness is redolent of your previous incarnation.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere. A criminal who destroyed our succession is unworthy of setting foot in the sacred places of the Vidyadhara.
Wait. Master Dan Heng's presence at Scale Gorge Waterscape has been approved by the 6 charioteers and the preceptors. He is no longer the criminal he once was.
Empty rhetoric. There are ways of unearthing his true identity. And even his reincarnation should answer for the monstrous crimes of the past. The Vidyadhara will never accept him. Die, Donfeng.
Heaven's surge. Rise! The time to
You
change.
say Donfeng was merely your previous incarnation. How then do you still possess the power of the High Elder?
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon. The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Break!
As I expected, Donfeng, you have returned.
Thank you for rescuing me, Master Dan Heng.
They came from me. I'm sorry you got dragged into it.
It's risky to remain here. We should leave. Master Dan Heng, after your meeting, will you go with me to see the elders?
Should I ever want to meet the preceptors, Miss Huanxi, I'll ask you to pass on the message.
I understand. Please alight, Your Highness. Miss Bailu awaits you at Dragon Vista Rain Hall.
It could be dangerous ahead. We should proceed carefully.
been waiting for you here for ages. Hello there. Long time no see. What are you doing here?
We were met by an assassin on the way over, miss.
An assassin? Are you okay? Are you injured?
Fortunately, the skills of Master Dan Heng and his friends were too much for them. There are those that wish to assassinate Master Dan Heng, miss. Presumably to preserve your legitimacy as High Elder.
Huh. I don't care about my legitimacy. Why do they? I told you, whoever wants to be the High Elder is welcome. I never wanted the title.
I am Dan Heng. It is an honor to meet you, Miss Bai Lu.
You're Dan Heng? I heard about how you parted the ancient sea in Scale Gorge waterscape. These assassins have got their work cut out for them.
Miss Bailu, please don't say things like that.
Let me take a look at you. Dragon horns. Well, they say you're Dan Feng's reincarnation. Suppose it must be true then. But you're different from me. Where's your tail? If I let you be High Elder, will you grow a tail?
About the High Elder succession. I have no intention of getting entangled in that. I'm here to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. This is the duty of the lawful Vidyadhara.
Oh, really? Then why'd you come to CB? All I've learned since my hatching rebirth are some medical skills at the Alchemy Commission. I can't repair seals or part the sea like you can.
I should take this opportunity to talk with you about the past, Miss Bailu. I've heard about your situation, and while I can't guarantee a solution, I will do my best to improve things for you.
Interesting. You're not like other grown-ups. You say what you think, and you seem trustworthy. So, you want me to go with you to Scale Gorge Waterscape?
Precisely.
Let's go then.
Miss Bailu,
Wanshi, please wait here for me. I'll come back as soon as I can. I've got these two to look after me. Don't worry.
Yes. Forming a seal and using their power to curb the spread of the Arbor's roots is an important task entrusted to the Luofu's High Elder.
News to me. The Elders must be well aware that I'm not qualified for this position. Which begs the question, why did Dan Feng choose me all those years ago?
That's exactly what I've come to Scale Gorge Waterscape to find out. Among the Vidyadhara, the High Elder is the existence closest to the permanence. According to historical records, the High Elder succession involves a secret ritual known as the Transmutation Arcanum, as well as a treasure known as Dragon Heart. Once succession is complete, the former High Elder undergoes a hatching rebirth, while the new High Elder begins to display draconic features. However, Dan Feng's ritual failed, and his powers remained within me. And yet for some reason, it also created you.
So, in medical terms, he messed up the prescription and brought suffering down on himself and just about everyone else in the process.
I want to use this opportunity to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal and see if I can help recall our memories. Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague, water of the ancient sea. Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots. Strange. This is different from the breaking of the seal. Why is there no reaction?
What's wrong? Not going to plan, huh?
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague.
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague. Water of the ancient sea, upon the
High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots.
This feeling.
That's it. You did it. And this alone should prove to everyone that you are the true High Elder. When the seal was reestablished, did you recall anything?
It was like a tide surging through my mind. I became really, really huge and the whole of Scale Gorge waterscape was responding to my voice, resonating with me. That's fun! Danhung, teach me another trick. Let's see if I can remember anything else.
Wait. Can you feel it? There's someone coming. You! Who are you? Protect Bailu!
Hey! I'm doing the protecting here. Nobody's getting hurt with me around. Time for a good old counterattack.
Break!
Ready for another?
Feeling spiffy?
Nap time.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. How did they manage to appear right next to us without a sound?
They may have used a cloud hymn to create mist and provide a smokescreen. I'm afraid this ambush was probably lying in wait for us. Seems like some people have had enough of my presence. If so, why would they want to harm Bailu? We don't know how many there are. Let's get out of here. Go!
Look at that shadow. Could it be an assassin?
Don't worry. Those things aren't hostile.
This power, it rivals the tidal forces in Scale Gorge waterscape. Is that you, Danpeng? Have you returned?
I'm afraid you have the wrong person. These floating shadows are called mirage echoes. They are memories of past lives and echoes from the past that the Vidyadhara shed during their rebirth.
The books say that these mirages only speak to people they can recognize, and the water on their bodies can be used as medicine.
Seems this mirage mistook me for Danfeng.
There's no mistake. This old man would recognize your voice anywhere. Have you come to this sacred place to repent? The proud son of the Vidyadhara, hero of the High Cloud Quintet. You fought with us your whole life. How far you have fallen. You availed yourself of the Transmutation Arcanum to summon that draconic abomination, and almost laid waste to Scale Gorge Waterscape in the process. If your allies hadn't united to slay it, then the abomination would have destroyed the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. Tell me, did it sadden you to watch the abomination perish? As the High Elder, you should have freed us from the plight of rebirth and set foot on a brand new path. But instead, you were seduced by your reputation and abandoned yourself. You counted Xianzhou natives and even short-life species among your friends. The upcoming trial is your final chance. Hand over the secrets of the Transmutation Arcanum now, and the Preceptors can help you keep your secrets. Isn't that draconic abomination you created proof of the Transmutation Arcanum's success?
I heard that Don Feng craved the powers of our dragon ancestor Long the Permanence, and created a monstrous dragon-like creature. That must be what he's referring to. And so the hero of the Xianzhou became its arch-villain. Elder, look around you. You've long since reincarnated. What remains here are just the mirages of the waters of the ancient sea.
Impossible. I still live. The High Elder succession will not be severed in this generation.
I don't like this Mirage Echo. He thought that the Vidyadhara was superior to other races, and that he was superior to other Vidyadhara. As if the Vidyadhara would never progress without their plans. I guess Don Feng probably never told them the secret of the Transmutation Arcanum.
We shouldn't linger here. The assassins are using skilled cloud hymn magic to make themselves invisible. But their presence is all too real. These mirage echoes, on the other hand, are vestiges of the past. If we can center and transmit the echoes, we should be able to detect any assassins hidden beneath the surface of the water. Let's look for mirage echoes and send out pulses. Move carefully.
Another invisible assassin?
Be careful. They're waiting for us to get close enough to reveal our weak spots. Rise! Friends, meet yet again.
Feeling spiffy?
Quick!
cleansing dragon.
Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Did that hurt?
The consequences are mine to bear.
I'll go feeling spiffy. Can you find the answer?
Sense a storm. Heaven surge. Rise!
Nap time. Enemy targets detected. Let's play for a while.
Heaven surge. Break!
Did that hurt?
Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Bilo, you fled the Alchemy Commission yet again. How many times have I told you our rules state that...
Sorry. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Wait. I remember that voice. That's the old chief alchemist. So she's been reborn?
Reborn? More excuses. Who brought you out this time? Is that Master Don Fong? Why do you remain silent? Your Highness, you're still as cold and lonely as you ever were, like the eternal ice on the Fong Hu. Bailu, return to the Forbidden Residence. I must speak with Master Don Fong.
Oh, okay. Wait! No! You were just a mirage echo! I got tricked again!
Master Don Fong, I finally understand your plan. That little girl is the key to the Transmutation Arcanum. This is a breakthrough for my research. The Videodora performs self-reincarnation, but we are unable to reproduce. Natural and artificial disasters inevitably reduce our population. If this continues, one day our noble draconic bloodline will perish, and the fated decree of the permanence will be violated. For this very reason, I have spent my entire life researching ways to free the Videodora from the cycle of reincarnation. I have been without success for a long time, thinking that this reincarnation had been naught but a waste. But now, you have enlightened me.
Don Feng. What did he do?
Master Don Feng, your changes to the Transmutation Arcanum created a draconic abomination that wreaked great destruction. But it also created a new life. This is the hope that will one day allow the Videodora to reproduce. My understanding understanding of reproduction was limited by ordinary notions. How constrained I was. Why should Vidyadhara reproduction remain trapped within the confines of our race? To unearth the potential might of Long's blood and incorporate other races into the flesh of the dragon, isn't that the real meaning behind the transmutation arcanum? The Preceptors are too narrow-minded to see your talent. They want to install another High Elder. Foolish.
What does she mean by that?
The transmutation arcanum seems to contain a secret that allows the Vidyadhara to escape the cycle of reincarnation and return to normal reproduction. But the mechanism eludes me. Let's go.
Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy?
I sense a storm.
Let's play hide.
Can you find the answer?
Heaven, sir. Rise!
Nap time. Did that hurt?
The strength. Heaven's surge. Break! The consequences are mine to bear.
Miss Byron, what are you doing in my pharmacy? Don't tell me you've already heard about Sanctus Medicus. Have you come here to condemn me?
Seems like none of the Mirage Echoes realize that you've already been reborn.
They are mere fragments stripped from the lives of the Vidyadhara.
I have never believed in the High Elder. You are unworthy of the condemnation you spout. Especially you, Miss Byron. You simply do not have the power of the High Elder, the power to summon the forces of nature. Why should I believe you are superior in any way to Master Dong Feng? The priests, our people, they think the High Elder is the Vidyadhara's only savior. Arrogant, illogical. Have you seen what merciful Medicus can do? The Vidyadhara already have the mortal bodies. What they should pray for is the ability to reproduce like the Xianzhou natives. Merciful Medicus will help us to grow our population and bear descendants. They can do what the High Elder cannot. One day you will come to know that I was right.
I never knew the Vidyadhara had believers in the Plagues Author among their ranks.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Rise! Awaken
That'll take more than medicine.
World-cleansing dragon.
Nap time.
brace yourself. You were my hero. I dreamed of being just like you, of joining the Cloud Knights. But you betrayed the hopes and dreams of the elders.
This Mirage Echo. He must be a Cloud Knight who fought alongside Don Feng all those years ago.
How many of us perished in that disaster and could not be reincarnated? And my leg was torn off by that abomination. Oh, the pain. The doctors at the Alchemy Commission said I have to reincarnate as soon as possible to avoid affecting my immortal life. But my poor comrades have no chance of returning to the ancient sea. You once told us that we should cherish every life cycle, and that you would use cloudy magic to heal our wounds. But in the end, all you did was betray us.
I must listen to him very carefully. We cannot afford to miss any information.
I will never forgive you. The High Elder's power belongs to the Vidyadhara of the Lawfu. You are unworthy. The Vidyadhara must not sever the High Elder's succession tradition just because of you. Hand it over.
Dunhong, is this the price we pay for bearing the power of the High Elder? Carrying the weight of all these expectations. All this hatred.
Before any of this transpires, you have enough time to prepare.
Miss Bailu, are you okay? I was so worried.
Yuan Li! Is that you? I thought something must have happened to you.
It's me, Miss Bailu. I'm so sorry that I can't be your maid anymore. But I heard that a smart and talented replacement would be coming soon. I refused a request from the preceptors, so they asked me to leave. The preceptors are very fearful of you, Miss Bailu. They asked every maid to record your dreams and daily activities, and I did so at first. After a while, I felt that the preceptors were asking this not out of concern for you, but for some malevolent purpose. So I stopped.
Yuan Li, don't worry. I never told anyone about my dreams.
Good. Then I needn't worry. They'll be assigning me to a different job soon. I hope we have another chance to see each other one day.
Yes. So long. Let's keep going. Feeling spiffy?
Heaven surge. Rise!
Nap time.
I'll go easy this. Commencing support. Let's play for a while.
consequences are mine to bear.
Miss Bailu, are you okay? You were in there for such a long time.
Luckily, I had Dun Hung and her to protect me all the way. If anyone's owed a thanks, it's them.
I didn't expect those assassins to be so brazen and reckless, storming a sacred place like Scale Gorge Waterscape and pursuing you. Rest assured, Miss Bailu, I'll report them to the elders and round them all up. Fortunately, the three of you were blessed by the gods. If anything had happened to you, it would have been a dereliction of duty on my part.
Assassins? None of us mentioned that the danger involved assassins. How did you know that?
Oh, it's because we were already attacked at the ferry, no? I was just worried that those people would try and attack you again.
You said those assassins only came from Mr. Dun Hung, but the ones we met in the ruins were coming from me instead.
Perhaps the real dereliction of duty was that not enough happened to you.
So, did the elders send you to take out the unworthy High Elder?
That was my idea alone. How could the Preceptors have come up with that? From my perspective, the Vidyadhara requires only one High Elder. A second High Elder, one who is weak and useless, must be removed. Miss Bailu, our relationship as mistress and maid ends here. Farewell.
I sent a storm. Heaven's surge. Rise!
You don't look so good.
Lance at the ready.
Let me tend your wounds.
The strength.
Not a scratch.
Awaken, Dormant Scale. World-cleansing dragon. The times are changed.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
The times are changed.
Am I too late?
General!
Time
Did
for
you
the
bring
master
reinforcements?
stroke. Reinforcements? I am the reinforcements. Show no mercy.
I sent a storm. Heaven's surge. Break!
Merciful Medicus! Here is thunder!
ablaze. Lance forward!
Need a doctor?
I'm on guard.
Heaven's surge. Rise!
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
Lance at the ready.
Heaven's surge. Break!
A foregone conclusion.
Let me tend your wounds. You bully!
He sent a storm. Awaken, dormant skin. World-cleansing dragon.
Time for them. Show no mercy.
Lance forward!
A pity. So close.
Did the Preceptors truly believe that nobody knew of their scheme? They should return to their senses. Attacking the Dragon Lady only destroys what little prestige they have remaining.
The whole thing was planned by me and me alone. Beware of false charges, General.
Save your breath. We all know the truth once the Cloud Knights send you to the Ten Lords Commission's judges.
Too late, Jing Yuan. I go no further.
I always felt useless in the eyes of the elders. A false dragon who failed to inherit the power of the High Elder. And today I realized they'll use any means of removing me.
Not all of the Vidyadhara harbor evil intentions. If you feel uneasy, Dragon Lady, the Seat of Divine Foresight can arrange for you to stay elsewhere.
Thank you, General. I'd like to talk more with Danheng first.
Very well. I will await all of you at the fair.
The Vidyadhara have neither parents nor family members. Once born, the teacher is assigned to instruct the young Vidyadhara in the art of Cloud Hymn, as well as various life skills. Danheng, did you have a teacher like that?
If you're asking about Vidyadhara tradition, I'm afraid that's something I never had any experience of. I've always been a wanderer. I can never return to my homeland. In my fragmented dreams, I meet enemies on the battlefield. But in my travels, I meet many people who I can describe with the word teacher.
As far back as I can remember, I've had the Preceptors and Alchemy Commission healers telling me what to do. Cure diseases, save lives. I don't know if that counts as teaching. You know something? It feels like you're the teacher I've been waiting for. Virtuous in the past life, master in the next life. Perhaps we were friends or disciples in our previous incarnations.
A friend or disciple of Dan Feng? Maybe. Miss Bailu. At first, I was worried that your title of High Elder was in name only, and that an absence of true power would eventually put you in grave danger. It seems I was overthinking things. You have no shortage of true power.
You mean the power to repair the seal? The power you taught me?
The Mirage Echoes of Scale Gorge Waterscape mentioned that not only was Dan Feng a brave warrior, he could heal others with Cloud Hymn magic. What you have is the power of the High Elder that belongs to you. The power of life that can reforge the Arbor Seal and the vitality of the Eternal Roots. It is a world away from my power of destruction.
In that case, Danfeng probably had a gentle side to him too, right?
Perhaps.
We should head back to the healer's market. I have other things to do today. Let's go.
Now that the seal is repaired, my affairs on the Xianzhou have drawn to an end. For the time being.
Are you planning on staying on the Luofu? The banishment decree has been revoked, and the preceptors have regained an awareness of the situation. This is your chance to return to your homeland.
As a nameless, the Express still needs me.
Ah, that is a pity. I think I should refrain from violating the healer's orders any further. The weariness is creeping up on me once again. Time to lie down. Farewell, all of you. 101010 is the...
Good morning! Is work going well today, Master Diviner?
I am extremely busy of late. If you have something to ask of me, do not delay. You were about to say something along the lines of, how did you know I wanted to ask something? But then you remembered who you were talking to and decided not to bother, correct? Of course. I run a dozen hexagrams before I even get around to breakfast. The results are never far wrong. Today's divinations threw up some unexpected complications. The hexagrammatic position was facilitating between the water and heaven trigrams. The matrix of prescience gave the following interpretation. You will have 3 uninvited guests. This is ultimately auspicious.
Ultimately auspicious? Wow, sounds pretty good to me. Seems like we really were destined to meet today then. You know, I see you've been using the Matrix of Prescience to divine into Kafka's past. Well, I have a similar request.
I see. You wish to use the Matrix to relive the past and awaken parts of your memory? Viable in principle, but whether the Matrix is truly capable of achieving this result remains to be seen.
I knew it. Things are never simple, are they?
Kafka's situation was different. I feel I must explain in detail the principles behind the Divination Commission's ultimate weapon to avoid any misunderstandings. The Matrix of Prescience does not allow one to remember anything. It merely collects data in order to infer past events, in the same way that future events are inferred. Just as Realm Keeping Commission officers collect forensic evidence to recreate the scene of a crime, there are materials from which we can infer the past. These may be items related to the experience or memories of the people involved. Miss March's predicament is very different from Kafka's situation because she doesn't remember what happened in her past. I am no medical professional, but fortunately I'm very fond of reading. We understand that there are 2 types of memory loss. One where the memories remain dormant, floating around in the unconsciousness unable to be awakened, and another that involves direct erasure of memories from the brain.
Who would do such a horrible, mean thing?
Why don't we try using the Matrix of Prescience to determine which situation pertains to Miss March? Let's begin then by preparing the requisite inference materials. Miss March, your memory is unreliable. To guarantee the Matrix's accuracy, you'll have to provide something related to your past experience. Anything will do. When you're ready, come and find me in the Matrix core.
The diviner said I need to provide something from my past experiences. What should it be? How about a Xianzhou souvenir?
So, have you acquired something from your past? As a nameless, surely you must have souvenirs from your journeys that could evoke memories.
I've got lots. It's just, I don't know what to choose.
so shiny and pretty. I picked up this little guy in Belobog's underworld. They've got loads of it down there. I just chipped off a tiny piece.
I can understand a young girl's fondness for glittering gemstones.
Proof that I boarded the express. The conductor gave me this.
Memories from the Astral Express? That should do the trick. Something related to your work. Good.
One of my fondest memories on the Xianzhou.
No comment. I happen to prefer Star Taro bubble tea. Is that it? Miss March, are you not able to provide possessions from before you lost your memory?
Before I lost my memory? So, something I don't remember getting? Even then, I couldn't be sure it was from before I lost my memory, right?
It may be strange to you, but to infer the past, I need materials that were pertinent at that time. Could you try recalling some memories again?
From before the memory loss. Before the express. I'm sorry, Master Diviner. When Himeko found me in the ice, I was stark naked, like a newborn baby. I didn't have any items with me. And before you ask, no, I don't have any of that ice lying around. It melted away not long after I was rescued. You sure are a smart cookie. My 6-phased ice ability must date from before the memory loss. Master Diviner, any ice I create should do, right?
It should indeed. I'll have someone place the material in the base of the terminal, the Matrix. Miss March, please position yourself in the Matrix core. We may begin our inference whenever you are ready. The Matrix has clear diagnostics. Miss March, are you ready yet?
I'm pretty sure I should be almost kinda ready to go.
Please be prepared. Not all memories are suitable for reawakening. People carry with them much pain and suffering. If you're not ready, we can pause the inference process. I would never wish for good intentions to result in harm.
I'm okay. Let's do it. Only way to find out is to give it a go.
Very well. I will soon connect you to the Matrix of Prescience Ultima, where the Matrix will read your memories and guide you back into your past. If you reach a block in your memory, the Matrix will use the data gathered to derive a scenario and construct a possible past for you.
Got it. Oh, can she join me too?
I'm sorry, that would be highly inadvisable. You form the nexus of the Matrix's inference. She would only introduce redundant data to the system. In other words, inside the memory palace that the Matrix constructs, the only person you'll be able to count on is yourself. Don't worry. I can communicate with you from outside the Matrix and manipulate the recollection process to a certain extent. Let's begin. The Matrix of Prescience has reconstructed your past. Before you is a space generated from the memories and items you provided as raw materials. Are you okay, Miss March?
I'm good. Everything seems normal.
You have a strong constitution. Most individuals feel nauseous after being presented with a dizzying excess of information provided by the Matrix.
I must be seeing things. Why are there two Fushens here?
Your eyes are working just fine. One of the Fushens is a projection of me which allows us to communicate with each other at all times. The other Fushuen indicates that I existed during this part of your experience.
What experience is this? It looks like the healer's market.
Unless I'm mistaken, this must be the time we broke into the Alchemy Commission.
Really? That can't be right. I remember there were lots of Cloud Knights in the plaza.
Well, this is just a Matrix inference, remember? Distortions are possible. Although the scale of this distortion is surprising. Try communicating with the Fushuen you see over there. We should hear what the Master Diviner has to say.
Miss Fushuen, is that you?
If we want to resolve the Stellaron crisis, we must refine the question. What is the crux of the problem? Generally, it is believed that when one seizes on the crux of a problem, the problem will split open like bamboo on the edge of a knife. Nobody could have foreseen the catalyzing effect of the Stellaron on the ambrosial arbor. As the ancients said, blessings bring about misfortune and vice versa. Nature has its own algorithm, and it is precisely when fate wins betwixt blessing and misfortune that I, a master diviner of masterful proportions, am called on to save the people of the Luofu.
What the heck is she talking about? Master Diviner, did you actually say that at the time? I can't remember.
It would appear that in Miss March's estimation, I'm somewhat of a blabbermouth.
No, I've always seen you as a masterful Master Diviner.
Despite the obvious distortions in this experience, the base materials from which it is composed are taken from your actual memory. There is no falsehood here. In other words, your subconscious mind thinks that I talk in tongue twisters.
It's mainly just that I, can't always comprehend the lofty ideals and, principles you discuss.
Forget it. Now is not the time for losing one's temper. If the inferred experience is distorted, We should focus on filtering out each distortion one by one. Otherwise, we won't be able to trace your memories back any further.
This is getting a little complicated. Is there a simpler explanation?
Draw your bow and fire an arrow at that Fu Xuan.
Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy?
Another journey begins.
Let's play.
Can you find the answer?
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
In still waters of oblivion.
A quick divination. Converge and awaken.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
That freaked me out. I don't like people suddenly deciding to fight me. Now let's see who's here. Ting Yun, Welt, General Jing Yuan, and also her. I don't have to fight all of them, right? The Master Diviner was easy peasy, but I don't think I could take General Jing Yuan.
Easy peasy? The interference factor creating the distortion here should only have one source. That is, the person present who shouldn't be.
So I have to pick someone and clear them of interference?
Exactly. My projection will disappear for the moment so as to not cloud your judgment. If you can hear my voice, then it means I'm watching over you.
You're the best, Master Diviner.
I hope the best version of me can overwrite the gloriously absurd version that lives in your subconsciousness.
The person present who shouldn't be. Who could that be? General, hello! General? General Jing Yuan? Jing Yuan? What's his deal? Who falls asleep standing up anyway?
This is clearly your subconscious projecting onto the General.
I remember now. The General wasn't there when we broke into the Alchemy Commission. Looks like we found the source of our distortion.
March 7th.
You scared me. Why'd you...
Are you not satisfied with your life as it is?
I'm satisfied.
Then why are you obsessing over the past?
Feeling spiffy?
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
A quick divination. All things in this world have their laws. Human creations!
We have the upper hand.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Did that hurt? I see through. What is that?
I know what this is. It's a Bellabog heater. Wait a minute. What's a Bellabog heater doing at the healer's market?
Looks like part of one experience has infiltrated another. A foreign object, so to speak.
A foreign object? That sounds like a medical issue. Will it require surgery?
No. I believe the object is a sign of the Matrix purging distortion. It has managed to trace back to another one of your experiences. Make contact with the object. Let's see if we can jump over into that experience. Bellabog. I've seen that name somewhere in the astral charts. There are many similar star systems on the Xianzhou trade routes. Unfortunately, all of them lost contact after the appearance of the Antimatter Legion.
Yeah, Bellabog is a kind of snowy doomsday city. There are heaters like this all over the place. Otherwise, people wouldn't survive. Come on, Master Diviner. I'll give you a whirlwind tour of Bellabog. Is touching a heater a good idea? This thing is red hot. What if my hand turns extra crispy?
It's okay. This is a memory space. If something hasn't injured you in reality, then it cannot injure you in memory.
Well, I was never beaten up by Jing Yuan in reality either.
Enough of that. Touch it.
Hey, don't pull on my hand. Ow, ow, ow! Hot, hot, hot! What the actual... That thing was flaming hot! You said things that never happened to me in reality couldn't happen here.
I said that if something hasn't injured you in reality, then it cannot injure you in memory. I didn't say anything about the sensation of injury. So this is Bellabog. I was expecting it to be cold.
It's freezing. What? Master Diviner, aren't you cold? I can't stop shivering.
Most likely a result of me never having experienced true cold. I'm afraid you'll have to do the shivering by yourself. On the Luofu, you and I have shared experiences, and so I was able to provide more active assistance. But in Bellabog, you'll have to rely on your own judgment to ascertain the source of distortion and get the foreign object to appear.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, Miss March, I have one more thing to ask. Have you ever experienced great suffering?
What? I don't think so. Why are you suddenly asking me that?
Sometimes people forget extreme memories to protect themselves from suffering. Perhaps you didn't notice, but in your memories of the Luofu, everyone you met was either hinting or explicitly stating that you should stop trying to remember. I believe this is most likely your subconscious communicating with you directly. Though, of course, we cannot rule out that external forces may have interfered with your memory. In the latter case, it is possible that someone decided to leave warnings in your subconscious to prevent you from recalling the truth.
Am I really that important to someone? I don't think there's anyone who'd go to all the trouble of locking up my memories.
And yet, memories are precisely what you seek, no? I say this to say one thing. Are you certain you wish to continue exploring your memories?
You said external forces might be messing with my head, right? That just makes me more curious. No one gets away with locking up my memories. Let's go. I'll show you the way to Goethe Hotel.
Very well. I must admit that I'm finding the whole matter more interesting by the minute.
This memory should be from the first day we arrived in Belobog. By the second day, we were wanted criminals already. The person present who shouldn't be. Who could it be?
Miss March 7th, welcome to the Sampo Hotel. I'm Japard, the security here.
Why would hotel security need to be armed to the teeth? Is there great lawlessness in Belobog?
No. Japard is the captain of the Silvermane Guards. Just like how the Lafu has its own Cloud Knights captains. I have no idea what he's doing running security at a hotel like this, though.
It isn't so surprising. In attempting to pursue the rational, we piece together the unrelated. The result is a seemingly meaningful fantasy. A fantasy called life.
Excuse me, Miss March. Do you need anything? If there's nothing else, please let me get back to my duty. Also, allow me to remind you, you cannot change the past. The future is all that's left for you.
That actually does feel like something he would say.
The tea service at Goethe Hotel is first class, especially this Whale-Tide Spring. They say that an architect once used the preservation's power to make camellias bloom on the snow plains, and that this tea is made from those leaves. Whale-Tide Spring? Isn't that a variety of Xianzhou tea?
My brain must be filling in the blanks. Probably because I never drank any famous tea in Belobog.
Ugh, so bitter! Yuck! Bitter tea is good for your health. Ugh, bitter is bitter. If it tastes like that, it doesn't really matter how good for you it is. There's an old saying in Belobog, blessed is he who can eat the bitterest of bitter. These experiences are becoming increasingly distorted.
Seems like my subconscious mind has no talent for screenwriting.
I'm not sure your conscious mind does either.
I'm not denying it. Long time no see, Zila.
March? Long time no see. How's everything been going since you left Belobog? The Express never looked back. It headed straight for the other end of the galaxy, because that was its fate. The same goes for us. We can't return to the past. March, don't dwell on the past. It won't do you any good. Trust me.
Got it? Thanks.
These warnings are ongoing. The situation is becoming stranger by the minute.
It sure is. Let's press on and see what awaits.
What an excellent cup of tea. It's a pity not everyone can appreciate its beauty. Much like the gift of forgetting, Miss March, it's bitter at first, but with a gentle aftertaste.
This Branya is really different from the Branya I remember.
The force that's distorting this experience is nearby.
Do you have to make it sound all scary?
Rest easy. I can guarantee your safety while you're inside the matrix of prescience.
Welcome to the Sampo Hotel, Miss March. The Sampo Hotel used to be called the Goethe Hotel. After old Goethe retired, Sampo managed to trick his way into acquiring this place and renamed it after himself. Luckily, the high-quality service of the hotel remains undiminished. It's still the best place to stay in the administrative district. I should mention, the Sampo Hotel's new slogan is, "Don't think about the past. Strive for your future." Sounds like the kind of ad copy that Miss March would like.
This girl seems quite trustworthy.
That's just the work of my subconscious mind.
Miss March! Long time no see. Welcome to the Sampo Hotel.
The Sampo Hotel? This is Goethe Hotel.
Was Goethe Hotel. Now it's the Sampo Hotel. In the autumn of his years, old Goethe got too old to run this place, so he handed it down to his most trusted young confidant, Sampo Kuski. And before you get the wrong idea, there was zero trickery involved. This was a cherished agreement between gentlemen. You see, old Goethe and I chose to face the future instead of clinging to memories of the past. You should do the same, March.
This blue-haired fellow has an air of deceit about him every time he opens his mouth.
You don't need a jade abacus to get a feel for Sampo.
Miss March 7th.
Why would hotel...
No.
It isn't so...
Excuse me, also...
That... Long time no see.
March? The Express... March.
These warnings...
It's short. I remember our second which me
In which case...
Seems like you don't trust me.
It's not that I don't trust you. It's just...
An answer is not required. She is merely a mirage hindering your progress.
I understand. Let's do this.
Free will, or was it fate on the still waters of oblivion?
Commencing support. No matter.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
What's this? Let me see. Developed on Herta Space Station.
Seems like this must be the foreign object. The next experience should be meeting her for the first time. Herta Space Station.
Shame we didn't get to see the stunning vistas of the snow plains. This hotel lobby must have left a deep impression on you.
Well, waking up after a great sleep in a comfy bed to find out you're a wanted criminal tends to leave a deep impression. Let's move on to the next stop. The last stop. Let's go.
So long as you're ready.
I'll take a monitor over a red-hot heater any day.
March, wake up. We have to hurry.
Huh? Are we going? What about Miss Fuxuan?
Fuxuan? Who's that? And there's no time for daydreaming. The space station is in crisis.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me. Asta said that the Stellaron is stored in that room up ahead. And I'm guessing the Legion might also be interested in its whereabouts.
I know this memory. This is before we met her. Don Hung, where are you? Master Diviner, can you hear me? Darn it, something must have gone wrong. What am I gonna do? Why did Miss Fuxuan pick the scariest time to vanish? March, can you... me? I'm getting more and more evidence that your memories have suffered interference. But I don't know where from. Looks like I'll have to do it by myself this time.
Have you forgotten your past experiences? Surely your bow there is enough evidence for you. You were once a Galaxy Ranger, engaged in a bitter fighting battle with the remnants of the Swarm. You rescued a planet in the Emerald System that was about to be swallowed by a black hole, smashing through Dr. Primitive's carefully laid plans. You were severely wounded during the battle for Vonwalk. The leader of the Rangers encased you in ice to protect you and waited for you to recover.
My bow? But Himeko made that for me. You're lying.
March, if you insist on looking back, you'll find nothing but confusion and chaos. You were the last princess, and also the last survivor of the Diamond World Adlevin. The planet was burned to an obsidian hellscape the moment Nanook ascended. Filled with despair, your parents swaddled you in warm clothing and placed you into an ice ship. As they watched you sink into the turbulent waves of the starscape, they felt a newfound hope. You were found and raised by strangers. You are the only savior, the promise of rebirth.
Oh, wait! I wrote that! That's a story I made up about my past! Great. Forget memories. Now everyone gets to see my imagination.
March 7th, one of the nameless aboard the Astral Express. After being picked up by Himeko, she was freed from the six-phased ice in which she was encased. She lost all memory of the past. Because she had no past to speak of, she was an eon, and eons have no past. From the moment they ascend, the past and future of their existence becomes inundated by their path. March 7th's mistake was the loss of the authority of the eons.
Could it be? That never even occurred to me. But I guess it's not impossible. Finally. All done. I better meet up with Fuxuan if I want to keep going through my memories.
March, leave your memories in the past. Why do you insist on returning to them? If they were so important to you, wouldn't you have remembered them? The moment a nameless boards the Express, a new life begins. We set out on a new road, never to return. Explore, trailblaze, but do not dwell on the past. You'll tarnish the reputation of the Nameless.
Enough! You're not her! Nothing like her! She would never try and force me to give up something so important to me. I don't care who you are. Disappear right now and let me pass. And don't you ever pretend to be one of my friends again.
Let's play for a while.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
On the still waters of oblivion.
All things in this world, human creations.
We have the upper hand. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Weren't there coordinates sent out from the space station? Weak heartbeat and pulse. March, you better do CPR.
This is the first time we met her. But she isn't here. Who are you? I don't remember you.
I am a messenger of the Garden of Recollection. Miss March, please refrain from looking back upon your past. Leave the matrix of prescience and return to reality. The past is not worth exploring. It will only hurt you.
You're the one who needs to leave. I'm not letting this go.
The Garden of Recollection? Did the Glow Swader send you? Are you the one meddling with my observations? What do you want with this girl? No matter the nature of your intentions, stealing others' memories like this, deceiving them, blinding them. I cannot allow that to happen.
You leave me no choice but to resort to unconventional means.
Miss March, this might feel uncomfortable, but I'm going to enter your memory world and help you clear out any obstacles.
The game is on.
Feeling spiffy?
On the still waters of oblivion.
All things in this world,
Human creations.
a quick divination.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I see through you. Together as one.
Destined for oblivion.
Thanks for your help, Miss Fushuen.
I promised I'd watch over you. Besides, I've been blessed by the Wisdom Walker. I will never tolerate efforts to impede the truth.
That person said she was a messenger. The Garden of Recollection. Why would they come after me?
Many members of the Garden have their own agenda. it's impossible to confirm anything from a cursory introduction. This is the Astral Express, no? It would seem that you're nearing the source. The matrix of Prescience Ultima should start making further calculations soon. Do you remember where it was exactly that you were discovered?
They set the ice down in one of the passenger cars. It ended up being my room.
Then let's pass through this carriage and find your room.
Danheng, let's crack open this ice block. Perhaps we can still save the girl inside.
Be careful not to harm her.
I've got this. Pom Pom, go and get the first aid kit.
This must be when the crew first found me. I don't remember a thing.
Some memories are buried deep within you. It takes time for them to resurface.
What's going on? How come we're back at the start?
It's the messenger. She's interfering with your movements again.
Don't look back. Keep going forward. Don't look back. Keep going forward. Don't look back. Keep going forward.
It seemed like that kid was trapped in ice, but the substance doesn't share the same physical properties. How bizarre. The crystals show at least 6 structures under differing conditions. 6 phased ice. The galaxy really is an enigma.
Of course, I hope we can take her in. Or, rather, I can offer a conclusion based on the most basic of moral judgments. Now that we've found her, we have to look after her. But, naturally, I'm concerned about whether or not this places the Astral Express in any danger.
The Astral Express welcomes everyone. Don't worry. Do what you feel is right, and Pom-Pom will take care of the rest.
Thanks. I feel more at ease now. I just hope she'll have a good time on the Express and not feel too alienated from the rest of us.
Stop worrying so much. Pom-Pom will say it again. The Astral Express welcomes everyone.
Everyone agreed to take you in. I'm in exile. And by the look of things, you might not have a home to go back to either. But here on the Express, nobody is alone. Himiko said that your vitals were all stable. She just didn't know when you'd regain consciousness.
interferer has been thwarting your progress this whole time. Maybe the only way for you to find your past is to take a step back. The interferer has been thwarting your Maybe the only way for you...
Of course, I hope we can take her in. Or, rather, but...
The Astral Express will...
Thanks.
Stop worrying so much.
Don't look back. Keep going forward. I get it. If I do the exact opposite, I'll find my way out. You're a true genius, March.
As soon as you open this door, the Matrix of Prescience will start calculating your past. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready.
Is this my room? I didn't get a chance to tidy up. Don't judge.
This is your room? That block of ice in the center. Has it always been there?
Ice?
This must be the foreign object. Looks like our exploration has reached its final stage. I will confirm one last time. Are you sure you wish to keep exploring your past?
Yes, I'm sure. Master Diviner?
She is busy running the Matrix of Prescience Ultima.
You again? What I do with my past is none of your business. Why do you have to make things so difficult?
Please, trust the Garden of Recollection. Everything I'm doing is for your protection.
You don't protect people by imprisoning them.
We know. If you are truly set on learning about your past, then come with me. I'll show you the origin that you seek. I hope that you will refrain from exploring any further than this. Trust me when I say, nothing good can come of it. There it is, your origin. Your life unfolds from this point on, full of unique experiences and adventure. What happened prior is meaningless to you. The value of your life does not lie in what happened in the past, but in the present and the future. The eagle returns from an unsuccessful hunt. The sailor avoids the course they know to be dangerous. And you, my child, should come to learn that the past is just an illusion. But your experiences now will be remembered forever. It is time to say goodbye. Here, a parting gift for you. I look forward to our next encounter.
Wait! Hold on! Miss Fushuen, why did the simulation just cut off like that? I'm fine. Just a little lightheaded is all.
And the Matrix of Prescience stopped at precisely the same moment. March, I lost sight of you once you touched that block of ice. What happened?
It's kinda hard to explain.
So, that mysterious girl was really a messenger of the Glowswather?
Glowswather? You mean Fuli the Remembrance? Are they the Eon connected to my past?
No, it's too early to draw such a conclusion. All I can say is that it was very likely an Eon that sealed away your memories. But not necessarily Fuli. When the messenger spoke of protection, perhaps she meant the following. By sealing away your memories, the Glowswather wasn't attempting to harm you, but to shield you from the memories themselves.
It's not so bad. At least I know it has to do with the Garden of Recollection, right?
It seems like retrieving memories is beyond the operational spectrum of the Matrix of Prescience Ultima.
That's all right. You've helped me so much already, Master Diviner. I owe you a big one.
If you'll excuse me, I must organize an inspection of the Matrix. Fingers crossed there's no damage done.
We'll leave you to it then. Run. If we broke something, there'll be a huge bill to pay.